Can.
Right, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakodash. Right, double honors to the elders, the apostles, great millstone, and surely do well. That's right. Salutation to all the Akim that push this word out there in sincerity and in truth. Right, these are some of the brothers here in Trinidad. Right, now opening camp. Right, the other brothers coming very soon. You know, we just pumping before the cameras on. Right, so we'll just continue with the program through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right, Ba'ashem Rekakodash.
Right, this is Proverbs chapter 22 verse 22. It says, rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gates.
Right, so that is what's going on. When you're driving your vehicle, you're in and out the gates. And the system with the setup with these stickers, $5,000 for a person that is a heavy weight for a poor. Right, and they don't even do the rich that. Alright? Because as the brothers was explaining, right, with that sticker, you could drive down into a hole and damage your car after without when and leave the sticker. Alright? Balling about that to inspect your car. Right? That it makes no sense.
If you go have the sticker in the 5,000 up to $10,000, right?
But the government vehicles, mind you, the government vehicles, they have no sticker. Then and it's so wicked that with the PTSC bus drivers and them saying that they're taking if they get any altercation with the sticker, it's not the government bus, they're charging the driver itself and not the government, and he driving the government bus.
No, hey, and some people's salary is only $2,000 a month. You know what it is to pay a fine for $5,000, right? As the brother saying, you have to sacrifice about about 3 months.
Or 6 months in jail.
Yeah, or 6 months in jail.
One thing with the woman is a single parent.
For instance, now look at this.
Give me Isaiah 10 and 1, but
if I can say before I bring the precept, this is how unfair this fucking system is. Now the brother right in media, a guy get TV vehicle. Now the law passed that even if your indicator light burns, you're charging it for that. But right now you're waiting on insurance. You understand? So if you drive in a vehicle and they pull you over and they give you a ticket, we see how come at that now.
And that's how you make the daily bread.
That's how you making the daily bread. So he had to drive that to accumulate the money. You understand what I mean?
You can't drive it because the insurance not giving him money.
The insurance not giving him money on time. You had to wait 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months to get your money from insurance.
You have a child on the way, you have 5 daughters. Fuck this place to go on for.
Can't. Right, good. You understand? It says for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai will plead their cause and spoil the souls of those that spoil them.
Yes, so the most I go and get rid of this government. Alright? And hey, even if it have an election, go and get rid of that government.
Hey, Silla, yeah, now remember. Go ahead. Martial law, when I implement martial law in this country just now, I remember back as I was saying, the police and I was saying they want to ban crossbow. In Trinidad. You ever see a fucking now with a crossbow in Trinidad?
No, Trinidad full of everybody dying in Trinidad dying from gunshot.
You don't see crossbow in Trinidad. You don't see them thing in Trinidad actually. The government talking about they want to ban crossbow.
Like 8 some killing people and all right, so it's gunshot. No crossbow, anybody die from no crossbow.
Because when they say it's unpredictable, you don't know what direction it might be coming from.
So we have people getting killed with stray bullet. There's no direction it's coming from?
You should ban guns on you. Right? But that is a martial law problem. That is the wickedness of this whole system that the so-called white man set up in all of his preferences. Alright?
This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Right, one to them that decree righteous decrees, given Jeremiah 22 at verse 3. Right? Means destruction unto them that take unrighteous laws, unrighteous judgments. Alright? destruction be unto them. So that goes to the government of this place and America. Because you people bringing unrighteous decrees. All the laws makes no logical sense.
If I can say, for instance, once again, the government want to abolish corporal punishment at home because they say that bringing up criminals. So basic corporal punishment is disciplining your child, right? So they tell you don't discipline your child because by you disciplining your child, you turn them into criminals.
In other words, what they wanted to do is leave a child to do what the hell they want.
Yeah.
So you know you got some 10-year-old cross-dresser or something like that.
God. Hey, so at the age of 12, 13, 14, all they could put a bullet in him. Hey, it's so young, and the police and all they put a bullet in a child who's 9 years old. Alright, so it's wrong for me to bring up my child by bend the tree while it's young, but they want to cut it down when it reaches old. Alright?
Even in America, it had a recent clipping where they showed a cop hitting a 14-year-old a body slam. A cop.
A police officer.
Oh, a police. Yeah. A COP.
So they tell
Hitting our 14-year-old a body slam.
a body slam.
When he's supposed to even talk to that youth on a level, if he mother and father bring him up in the right way, the scripture say, train up a child in the way that he should go, that when he's old he will not depart from it. Right? If he parents was to train you up in the right way, the officer will not reach to that level, you'd have been able to be able to talk to the youth man, and the youth man would understand and comply.
But I'm showing, they're telling you though discipline your children at home, but when
Disciplining your child.
yeah,
I'm disciplining your child. That's how they say, leave it up to us, we'll fucking kill them.
God.
What that words?
Where up? Come.
It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees,
Right.
and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right.
It says, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Yeah, and they're taking away the right from the poor of the people, right? Which is true judgment. Right? Whether it be poor or rich. Alright? And that with the system condone, that is with the push. Alright? Scripture said to keep judgment, right? Yeah, Jeremiah 22.
Jeremiah chapter 22 and verse 3. It says, thus saith Yahweh, execute ye judgment and righteousness, and deliver the spoil out of the hands of the oppressor.
Right? You know, and that is what they're supposed to be doing. Right? Delivering. Even going back to these pastors, they're supposed to be out here telling you the truth. Right? But they're in a church studying how to get your money. Alright? The Lord said execute judgment. True judgment come from the scriptures. Right? You're on your phone, if you can get Habakkuk 1 and 4.
I want to go into my mind here. Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment would never go forth.
Right? Because what? People who handle the law, give me Jeremiah 2:18. Right? Matter of fact, let me see if I can get it. This is the book of Jeremiah,
No.
chapter 2 and verse 8. So like here, the priest said not, where is Yahweh? And they that handle the law knew me not. The pastors also transgress against me, and the prophets prophesy by Baal and walk after things that do not profit. Alright? So the people who supposed to be teaching the laws, the statutes and commandments, right? These so-called pastors, these priests, right? They don't teach the law. The scripture in Malachi 2 verse 8 says that what the priests, he turned a lot of people away from iniquity, from guilt, from wrongdoing, because what? Every Sabbath day they would have come out and teach the law, teaching people the right things to do. But the law is slack, right? Because these people keep not the law. They prophesy in the name of Jesus. Baal just means Lord, right? Boss or master the house.
If I can bring
Right?
the definition of slack.
Right.
Right, it says not stretched. It says not stretched or held in a tight position, not busy, lacking the expected or desired activity. It says doing something poorly because you are not putting enough enough care or effort. The full definition here says, not using due diligence, care, or dispatch. So basically, they keep any law partially. It says slowness, sluggishness, lack of energy, basically. Can't. That's what they say also.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then you're from Isaiah 24:6.
This is Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 9. It says, therefore is judgment far from us, neither doeth justice overtake us. It says, therefore is judgment far from us, neither doeth justice overtake us.
We being oppressed every day because what that judgment justice supposed to keep everything in our order on our level, right? First of all, as leaders always say, the Most High set up kings. The so-called white man set up presidents and prime ministers where the people could take these people out of power. You understand? When the Most High set up a king, only he could take him out of power because he's the head over all the kingdoms of the earth.
And he's a king until he died.
And he's a king until he died. And he's the one that he's the author of life. He's the one that gave instructions. From the time a king, right, not keeping true judgment or diligence towards the law, alright, what does he do? Right? If he ain't listening to the priest, because the priest is supposed to teach the law, he send a prophet. And the prophet will warn the king of his wrongdoings. And either the king repent, or if he decide not to repent, the Most High send judgment. Alright? But it's not so with the system. With Donald Trump, with all these people, they don't keep the laws of the Most High. They have what they call constitutional laws, alright, or different criminal laws. And the laws really actually is unfair bias and just wrong. Alright? The so-called white man, he said it in the book of Ecclesiasticus, that let there shouldn't be the law of justice, alright, where they set up criminal laws, because the so-called white man is a sinner by nature. He told him that when he goes back to Cain in Genesis chapter 4, that he will rule over sin, alright. Where yeah.
I'll say something else here. This is Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 13. It says, thou comest down also upon Mount Sinai, and speakest with them from heaven, and givest them right judgments and true laws, good statutes and commandments.
Right judgment, true laws and good statutes, because somebody who making a Samsung phone, alright, they want to make sure they get a good name, right? So the instruction manual of the product, they will make sure that when they tell you, yeah, well, do this with the phone, in case this happens to the phone, do this to the phone so the phone can start back to function properly. They want to make sure their product good because they want a good name. So the instructions on the instruction manual is their word. Going back to my brother's favorite precept, the word above his name. He getting a good name because of his word. Because whoever is the maker of the Samsung phone, he's the author of the phone. He know, hey, if you have a problem with your phone, you could take your phone directly to this person. And this person, even though the phone, something might burn out the motherboard, whatever the case is, you have back all the information on things. Alright, here we see. Bap, 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 I do that, bap, 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 bap. And I get back your phone. You understand? Because why? As the author. So the Most High is the one who came down and gave good laws, statutes, commandments, and judgments. But you people stray from the path. Two-thirds of Israel is nothing but malfunction. And when something malfunctioning, what the person else do? Get rid of it. Right? Destroy it. Makes no sense, yeah, man? Alright, give me the two precepts after you have some.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 34. It says, righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people.
Right, righteousness does what?
Exalt a nation.
Right, so the righteousness of the Most High is his words. Whatever word is he promised, the Most High not slack concerning his promises. Right? Promise goes back to the Hebrew word, the bar, which means word. Alright? So the Lord ain't slack. It says righteousness exalt a nation, mean lift it up. When you go into the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 4, it tells you that the Most High said, hey, what other nation is like this that has such righteous laws? Alright? But sin does what?
Sin is a reproach to any people.
Why? Because what? That is disobedience to the law. Sin is just disobedience to the law. Right? What is sin? Sin is transgression of the law. You can get that from me in First John. Right? Right? Yamo?
No. And that is to show, alright, that this devil kingdom is not going to always be up. You know, because it's righteousness that is truly exalt a nation. The Most High had these heathens ruling for a short period of time. Alright, Job saying in chapter 20, he said the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, because they far from righteous. You know, so the Most High going and take down this kingdom and establish a kingdom in righteousness, which we're looking for.
That's right.
Can.
Yeah, where somebody could actually get peace of mind, right? Because they don't have no peace in this place. Right? Everybody's suffering because of the so-called white man. Where
righteousness would reign.
Can.
This is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. It says, whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Right, sin is the transgression of the law. From the time you disobey the law, or the Most High, or the words of the Most High, right, you just committed sin. So a lot of you people eat pork for Christmas. That is sin. That is a transgression of the law. Alright, and what you people don't know, the only how the Most High going and touch you, right, is if you do wickedness. Right, that precept you could get out the back with the lot of the you know, shall not fall unless you put your hands towards iniquity. Yeah, can. Yeah, well.
Quick precept.
A quick one?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
2 Peter 3 and Salakia, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall burn with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Yeah. Right, where you could get a peace of mind because true judgment going forth this time.
I hear the scriptures are looking for that hastening. We hastening there, you know, in a sense. You understand? So we want to get out there.
So does it pray for a few days?
This is Psalms 125 and verse 3. It says, for the rod of the wicked shall not rest on the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous putteth forth their hands in iniquity.
Yeah, that rod is that punishment that they'll receive. You understand? It also goes back to the so-called white man. Alright? But it goes back to the judgment that you're going to receive if you put forth your hand to iniquity. Alright, the scriptures say the righteous, the wicked shall not die if he turn from iniquity. Right? But the righteous, he will die if he turn from doing righteousness and start to do wickedness.
This is Psalms 82 and verse 5. It says, they know not, neither will they understand. Walk in darkness.
They walk in darkness. Give me Psalms 119, read 106. And Proverbs 6:23. Right? They walk on in darkness. The reason why they're walking on in darkness, let me see why.
106 is it?
Yeah.
In Psalms 119, 106, it says, I have sworn I will perform it. I will give up.
5.
Alright, it says, the word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Right, the word is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. The scripture said they walk on in darkness in the Proverbs. Right? A lot of you people walking on in darkness because you don't know the words of the Most High. So henceforth you don't know the Most High. That way Yahushai Hamashiach said in John 17:17, the world don't know you. Because why? They don't know the ways of the Most High. They don't know His words. Right? 6:23.
Not 23:6.
Somebody get Proverbs 6:23 for me real quick, Baba Pasha. Oh, you have it?
In Proverbs 6:23, it says, "For the commandments is a lamp, and the law is light."
For the commandment is a lamp and the law is light. Alright, that's how you're going and see away. Psalms 119 verse 18 say, Open thou my eyes to thy precepts, that I may behold wondrous things. So you see them beforehand. Because why? There are prophecies within the law. In the first 5 books, where the word called Torah by Torah, you understand? The Yiddish Torah, right? Hebrew Torah, right? So read over the Psalms,
Right? This is Psalms 82:5. It says, "They know not, neither will they understand."
neither will they understand. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Alright, go ahead. Yeah, come. Yada? Yeah, bring it out still.
Alright, this is Psalms 119. I read from 103. It says, "How sweet are thy words unto my taste,
Go ahead.
yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth."
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. The words of truth is a beautiful thing. Alright? Hey, matter of fact, I could say sweeter than honey. The words are truth. Hey, nothing tastes better than the truth. Only people who love lies, right? Truth will taste better in the mouth. Because the deed's evil, and if you get that from me in John 3, I believe it's verse, you could start around verse 18, 19, somewhere around there. So you want to look for. Alright?
That's all, man.
Now, let's finish it.
Key they finish? Father, you finish? Finish it all.
Reading on, it says, "Through thy precepts I get understanding."
Through thy precepts I get understanding. Understanding goes back to the Hebrew word bayan. Well, one of them goes back to bayan, right? Which most likely I believe they would use bayan, right? Inside of that particular verse there. It goes back to, it means between, or discern, to discern between two things, right? Judgment, to discern between two things, right? Go ahead.
See what? Right?
Yeah, same.
Alright, this is Psalms 82:5. It says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course."
Right, all the foundations of the earth out of course. Right, because they don't keep the laws, the statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Right, they don't keep the order that the Most High set up, the order of life, the instructions. Right, they don't read from the instruction manual. Right, Paul said in the book of Timothy, give attendance unto reading. All right, reading is a very good thing. Right. The question. That's how. This is a depiction of so-called Jesus Christ, right? But the illustration here, what do you know this guy to be as? God, the Son of God, right? So according to the Bible, does the Son of God look like this? According to the Bible. How you learn about God in the first place? Bible, right? Somebody give me Revelation 1:13, give me Daniel 10:5.
This is Revelation 1.
Read verse 1 first. Right? Read verbatim.
Revelation 1 and 1.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 1 and 1. It says, "The revelation of
Yeah, read what you see.
of Jesus, which God gave unto him."
Right. Now, let me correct this one time. Right? Whenever you have a Bible home, right, must go and read it, right? Revelation of Jesus, right, means things that to be revealed, right, to come to light, to come to pass. Alright? Now, first of all, his true name is Yahweh in the Hebrew, right? But we'll deal with that some other point in time if you ever pass back across, right? But that is really actually the first important thing. But let me just go to the illustration, right?
1 and 13.
Huh?
1 and 13, right?
Continue reading.
Alright, it says, "To show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Right, things that which must surely come to pass, right? So this is a revelation of Jesus, right? Right, so alright, jump to verse 13. This was so-called Jesus here talking. They're describing how he looked. Right? Go ahead.
Alright, this is Revelation 1 and 13. It
The
says,
judge between the pictures, right? Go ahead.
and in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Midst of the seven candlesticks, golden candlesticks, was the Son of Man. The person looked like a man, a human being. Right? Go ahead.
One like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot. Alright? You know, so we're showing his bust area at the top. Alright? Go ahead.
Right. And gird about the paps with a golden girdle.
All about the paps with a golden girdle, right? The paps, the loins, right? With a golden girdle, a belt. Right? Watch. Go ahead.
And his head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs, right? He won't be at the structure, were white like wool. Which one more look like it? Right? Go ahead.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire. Why? Because it was red. Right? But first of all, he angry and he actually used to drink a lot of wine. Right? Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass,
This is 40.
as if they were burnt in a furnace.
His feet until fine brass. You know what color is brass, right? Right, like a 5 cents. As they burn in a furnace. Now anything that they burn, especially in a furnace, what color you know? Anything that they burn. If you burn your bread, you can be black. What would that look like? Right? So the Son of God, so-called Jesus, is not a so-called white man. He's a Negro just like me and you. Alright? Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 49 and 12. It says his eyes shall be red with wine.
Go ahead.
His eyes shall be white with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
His eyes should be red with wine. Right? Because going in scriptures, if you read it in the book of Matthew, they call him a wine bibber. A wine bibber is someone who drinks a lot of wine. And now, just telling you, there was no grape juice. If you go into the precepts, you know it's a concordance or lexicon. You go into the roots of the word, alright, you'll see the word iron there, and they will tell you it means intoxicating liquor. But that doesn't mean you're supposed to drink to get drunk, right?
Grape juice
But
look at I read.
yeah, grape juice will get you iron, but he just used to drink a lot of wine, right?
Can.
Yeah, the Daniel.
Daniel chapter 10 from 5. It says, then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, his loins were girded with fine gold.
Same thing that we just read in the book of Jeremiah. This is how you learn the Bible. It's like a puzzle. You ever put puzzles together? Right? Yeah. Right? Because the scripture, give me Mataniah, Babakosha, give me Isaiah 28, verse 9 and 10. Alright? Right? You learn by going, it's like, as I said before, precept upon precept, right? You're taking one part from here, like a puzzle, whenever it will come mix up, right? But you have to put the picture together. Give me that, Babakosha.
Isaiah 28 verse 9, it says, Whom shall he teach? Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line.
Them that wean from the milk and drawn from the breast, right? Because a baby can't put a person together, right? So when the person who grew up, who come out of the things of the world, basically, that's what it means, right? That is who he went and teach how to put the puzzle together. Right? As young as you is, hey, if the Most High will, Spirit could come and you will be able to understand it because you understand it so far as the brother said. Right? Go ahead.
Line upon line. Line upon line.
Yeah.
Here a little and there a little.
Alright, so even as our elders taught us, alright, you will have a question here in Daniel and the book of Revelation going to answer it. You're going to have a question here in Timothy and Genesis going to answer it. You're going to have a question in Genesis and Isaiah going to answer it. That's how you're going to understand the Bible. But you also need teachers. Alright? And then that teacher in school to learn 2 for exam. Alright? Daniel, go ahead.
Back in Daniel chapter 10, verse 5, it says, Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl,
yeah, on a long green garment. Alright, go ahead.
and his face as the appearance of lightning.
Right? His appearance as lightning, that is just basically, wisdom. Alright, go ahead.
And his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like the color of polished brass.
His feet like color polished brass. You know what color is brass, sir? Exactly. So, if anybody asks, brass. Brass. Same thing as you read about copper, brass, copper, bronze.
The 5 cents?
5 cents. Right? So, if anybody asks you, the Son of God look like, what complexion the Bible tell you it looking like? Black. Now, give me Jeremiah 14:2, and I want to use 7:40. Alright?
This is
So anytime you see this on the wall, you could know, hey, well, they lied about that. That is not the truth. You don't like nobody to lie to you, right? Go ahead with Jeremiah 14.
This is Jeremiah 14, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Now Judah is a tribe in Israel. Israel are the children of God, which you are an Israelite according to the Bible. Alright? So Judah is a tribe in Israel. So they are basically telling you what's going on with them in the time of famine, and when Nebuchadnezzar, you know about Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon? You know about him? Alright. So Nebuchadnezzar was a king in Babylon, but he came and besieged the Israelites at that time. Right? Well, go ahead.
Reading on, it says, They are black unto the ground.
They what?
They are black unto the ground.
They what?
They are black unto the ground.
Go ahead.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Right, now give me Lamentations 4:8 and give me Lamentations 5:10 and read the Hebrew song.
It's Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14. It says, For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
No, it is evident, meaning it is our truth that the Lord is the Son of God. Alright? So it's evident that the Lord sprung up of what?
Tribe of Judah, of which tribe, out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake not concerning Jerusalem.
Right, so the Lord came out of this particular right lineage. That was the forefather's bloodline. Alright? Give me the Lamentation.
Lamentation.
Lamentations 4 and 8. Lamentations 5 and 10.
This is Lamentations 4 verse 8. It says, Their visage is blacker than a coal.
The visage, meaning what the appearance, the way how they look, right? If you were to say this brother visage, alright, the appearance, he is basically light brown, right? He have a beard, right? Skin tall, right? Your visage is have a darker brown complexion. That is your appearance, that is how you look, right? Go ahead.
They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleave to their bones.
Right, so they're telling you that they're darker than coal, they're real dark. But one of the reasons why they get so dark is because also a famine. If you ever look up anything, black people when they go through famine, they just get real dark. Alright? Give me hey. Just a 6 minutes of Lamentation 5.
This is Lamentation 5 and 10.
Right.
It says, Our skin was black like an orphan's
Go ahead.
because of the terrible famine.
Right, the skin was blacker than open because of the terrible famine. Right, so the Lord, the Son of God, came from these people. Right, which are, who are the, right, I have it. 12 tribes signed, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Right, Judah is the American Negroes. Right, according to the prophecy, Benjamin and the West Indians, so most likely you are Benjamites, right? Most likely. Nations like Levi, Simeons from Texas, right? So they have different skin complexions, but these main tribes were darker, alright? I ain't going to go how they change their, how they exist, right? So, right, as he has explaining, so you ask. So your question answered about this. Anything else you want to ask?
I can say something now.
This is
Right.
This is Isaiah 29 verse 22. It says, Therefore thus saith Yahweh, who redeemeth Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not now be ashamed, neither shall his face wax pale. This is a pale image here, so you know that this is not Jacob's son.
Hey, what I wanted to say, because when they brought the precept that says these are weaned from the breast, that would be most I would teach knowledge. You know, and it is be a pleasure to always see, you know, young men coming up. Because recently, actually I was out here doing the works, and the egg ball man, he passed, and he said this year I wish for you all that more young men will come up. Like we said, and hey, there's a perfect start, you know. Alright, the most I can speak to anyone. Alright. Now as some precepts here, there's the book of get the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. It started at verse 18 and jump down to 32.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6.
Let us go. I read the precept first, then I go.
Can.
83, right? 83, right? This is Matthew 18 verse 3. It says, And said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
All is 14. Good. Better.
Can. Sirach. You finish?
Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as a little child, the same is great in the kingdom of heaven.
Can. Hey, and the scripture not saying act childish. Scripture is saying be humble. You know, be ready, more ready to hear. You know, like our child will listen to the parents, soak in all the information that the parents giving out to learn. You know, that's what the scripture referring to. Okay, get the Sirach.
Sirach 6.
Can.
6
start at 18 then jump to verse 32.
Sirach chapter 6 verse 18. It says, My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom till thy old age.
Can. And hey, many people today in the world had the ideology that hey, when I finish my career, when I get old, when I settle down, when I'm married, I go start to study things of God. You know, and that's the wrong motive to have. Alright, so if you get quick from Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1. Can.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. Right? As it reads, Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Can. So hey, the scripture say, remember now the Creator in the days of your youth. Alright, when the evil days draw not near. Alright, but hey, now right now in the time where the evil days are drawing near. You understand? Right now the year 2018, there's a year where the devil going and pushes 2019, so like where the devil go and push his RFID microchip. They the mark of the beast. Alright, he's gonna implement this mark into the old, the young, the free, the born, you know, as persuaded to Revelation. You know, so now is the time to turn to the Lord. God instruction.
Amos chapter 2 verse Amos chapter 2 verse 11. He said, and I rise up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarite.
You understand? So that would be Mosai dealing with the sons of Israel and the young men of Israel. And as the brother was explaining, hey, you could be probably from the tribe of Benjamin. You know? Yeah.
The way which is holy men.
Can.
That's right.
Yeah, time in the Sirach, eh? Can.
34.
Can. 32.
32.
Can. Jump down to 32.
Right? This is Sirach chapter 6, jump into 32.
Listen, right?
It says, my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught.
Thou shalt be taught if you're willing. You know, we always have Monday, Thursdays. We can appoint meetings. You know, we're willing to teach. Go ahead.
Right? It says, and if thou will apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
Can. You gotta apply your mind. Alright, it gotta start in your mind. You gotta be willing to receive this knowledge. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 33, it says, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ears, thou shalt be wise.
Can.
Stand in the multitude of the elders, and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parable of understanding escape thee.
Yeah, so don't ever let anybody tell you you're too young to learn this. Alright, so the next time you come out, you come with a notebook, a pencil, a pen to take notes. You know, so when you go home, if you have a Bible of your own, you can read. You know, now is the time. Can. 14. Can.
This is Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 12. It says, applying thy heart unto instructions, and thy ears to words of knowledge. Understand? So you're out there taking the words of knowledge.
Can. Because contrary to popular belief, alright, this image here, alright, this image is the image of the so-called white man, the devil. You know? And we come out here to bring out them truths, alright? Because as the scripture says in Jeremiah, our fathers have inherited lies. So you might see a grandparent, you might see a father, you might see the elders among you pushing this image. They have it in their homes, you know, they give reverence to it in the churches, you know, but it's the wrong thing because they inherited lies, you know.
This is 1 John 2:14. I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong, and the word of God abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one.
Yeah, you're strong right now, you're youth. You're supposed to be vibrant. And that was the most I want. Men who could come out here and stand up and say, thus saith the Lord. You know?
This is 1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 48. It says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
Their images. You know? Into the Renaissance period.
1 Timothy 4:12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, which is brotherly love, in spirit, in faith, in purity.
Can. Right? So yeah, now is the time, brother, to come out. If you're willing, you will be taught. Now is the time of your youth. That's something that?
Yeah. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 5. It says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels.
Can.
To understand a proverb or the interpretation of words of the wise of the dark sayings.
Can. Hey, a wise man will continuously come out here to learn. Because hey, whatever question it might be through this in the scriptures, alright, we are prepared and ready through the spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakodash to answer those questions. You know? So anything that I want to know,
I would like you to show me something. I needed to show me if you could
Alright,
turn
this way.
scripture in the Bible there, right? That could tell me that we is this right. It's saying in the Bible. So what's that scripture? Just give me one man.
28. And, with the signs.
Here, Isaiah 41, 1. Yeah, talk about the isles of the sea. Direct way for it. Because you want one answer, you can't have one answer. Precept can. You're not gonna see a precept in the scripture saying
No, I know that. I know I'm going to see, but I want to see all the precepts that they're going to use.
Right, good. I'm not saying you want to see all the precepts.
Yeah, because it must be, they can't tell me something unless they say it in the Bible.
Because some people, you only get them one, and they run with that thing. They don't want to hear nothing else. So you have to wait till you won't come.
Them in here we just say before. People here we just say a wise man is 1.5, you know. So I want to hear that. So you go the way from the
listen to the isles of the sea there. 49 from 64 and I go drop down to 68, right?
So what we in there now?
Deuteronomy. Right, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, outside of 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. 49 and 1.
You have better understanding. Why we end up in the position that most I see put signs on us.
Can.
You know who you be today. Last sign on a certain people, you have been a condition. The sign is a condition. It's going to tell you.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right?
Read some of the courses.
Right?
Right.
16.
If I might say something, you know, and next to people is smart. When you read the curses, you might say, but that curse don't apply to me. I don't be under that. But guess what? Again, this curse might skip you or whatever other curses. Alright, so where are the two? You should have just said, judge not before you hear the matter. Alright, so here what the brothers reading, listen to the precepts, and then from the judge. Alright, because the scripture say that we have people only oppressed, right? You only oppressed, you only living it up, you only oppressing the people. You understand? So you will have some of the people that certain curses might fall on their lot, like the tribe of Israel. Alright, the house of Israel.
different timing, different things in different times. Continue.
Israel went to sleep.
Right, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and starting at continuing at verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So who's the people that curse in the city?
So the city is me because we time we talk about it. Because we in the city.
Yeah, we are the city. Israel are the city.
But Israel is but the big boys are them in the city.
It said we shall be cursed in the city. So
What we shall be
cursed in the city.
cursed in the city.
So who's the people that curse in the city?
But if we catching we ass.
Majority of vegans is our race.
You ain't see no other nation catching the ass. Continue my brother.
17. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
So your basket is your bank account. Then when you get paid, you don't have to say where your salary gone.
Somebody here have
It's a design, real quick. It's a design. Job, you need to name of that job. J-O-B, just over broke. So you must come back and work. And then I will slavery.
18, right?
Yes.
Just a quick look.
This is Haggai.
When you do statistics on the pay rate, it's showing you that we see the Negro, Chinese, the Indian, and the whites. Same education, same level of education, in the same office. The wage that they get, it differs by, it have a large margin between, let me say like, you might get paid $100 a day.
But like that, all that you telling me there is just saying that, listen, guys in level they watch at you, you is not the person generating nothing, so you want to give that.
Well,
if I is a white man, if I is Esau correct? If I is Esau, why you what they call it, might whatever call them, you always right.
Esau.
Them fellas they never answer your question, but Esau and either my them white boys and them fool my grandmother and all of them.
Like Jesus Christ.
Right.
Them
Right.
cool no grandmother.
So the banks, as I was saying, they will pay
Hold
you
your thought, yeah.
$100. But I will pay the
Hold on.
white man $400, and they will pay the Chinese up to $800.
Because we're live on the internet. Yeah.
All right. Whereas it makes let me go into
I don't know
that.
this.
Right. Let me
Don't
say
take it off yet.
like all right, like I used to welding, right?
We gotta go live.
And you might charge. I might charge about 5,000 to build a door.
Don't take it off.